Did you know YNW Melly's ex-girlfriend Maria Hamilton escaped the United States before his trial to avoid testifying against Melly, then being arrested and released all before YNW Melly ever got a chance of being released? Well, today it was announced Melly's ex-girlfriend Maria Hamilton has been released from the Paul Reed detention facility as of Saturday, February 8th, after Judge Fai's ruling for her release on Friday, February 7th at an emergency hearing. Friday's hearing marked the first time Melly and Maria had seen each other in person since he surrendered himself to the Broward sheriffs in February 2019. This resulted in Melly's lawyers arguing for his release, which even the judge ended up agreeing with. It would be announced Mr. Demons has now been in custody for 22 days. If one of the state attorneys is not available, maybe the other two assigned to the case can stand in. If all three aren't available, maybe one of the 150 state attorneys upstairs could sit in. This judge is no longer playing games. Melly's been sitting in jail too long. He's pushing his case through, which is what he needs. However, Maria getting released is not good for YNW Melly, as when she was allowed to be released, Melly was allegedly very angry inside of court. As she was being driven home from jail, Maria Hamilton would then post on Facebook acknowledging her friends and family who supported her while she was detained. The post reads, "And my village, thank you to my village. I love you all so much, God's plan, not mine," as she allegedly didn't like how this was broadcasted on the local news.
Maria Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
As the feds began their investigation on Maria after people in Melly's hometown began speaking on Maria's involvement, it even resulted in Juvy's father doing his own investigation around the block, as Juvy's father would learn the code words Melly used against Maria to make her not testify against him in trial.
Filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
As the feds began their investigation on Maria after people in Melly's hometown began speaking on Maria's involvement, it even resulted in Juvy's father doing his own investigation around the block, as Juvy's father would learn the code words Melly used against Maria to make her not testify against him.
There was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person and then that person.
Saying like to me, they going through extreme measures, trying to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom.
As if those code words do match what the feds found in her iCloud account. It's pretty much a wrap for YNW Melly, and even Melly himself knew this, as it didn't settle well as he would show up to a court hearing recently reacting with his true emotions, walking and looking very angrily without a hair.
No, but let me repeat myself. Mr. Demons has to make an informed decision about who he wants as lawyers to be. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days. So how long would you like to be able to make that decision?
I can't determine when the investigation will be over. That's up to the Broward Sheriff's Office, but I can, as I said, I'm just asking for a week, and then I'm asking for at least a day or 2.
You can decide by tomorrow. I've also reserved all of tomorrow.
As the judge couldn't even believe how long Melly's been sitting inside a jail without a conviction, he straight up told the prosecutors to give us a reason Melly shouldn't at least get a bond, or I'm releasing him by tomorrow. But the feds, they end up doing one better, hitting YNW Melly with more witness tampering charges, absolutely ruining his chance of being released. But it does answer the question on why he's being treated so poorly inside a jail, as an interview from Melly's mother made the claim that he hasn't been allowed to use a phone or even look at his own mail inside a jail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
But if the evidence is true that YNW Melly used the jail phones to make Maria Hamilton not testify against him, that's why the jail hasn't allowed him to use it. and they would have the evidence stored away until trial begins to confirm it. The feds wouldn't just keep him away from the phones if it was a hunch. Due to this, Jamie King then revealed she feels absolutely heartbroken for her son. She feels helpless. He's not even being treated like a human inside a jail.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
This, however, got a lot of attention from the media as Charleston White reacted, sharing that this is what YNW Melly should be living like. He shouldn't be receiving special treatment because he's a rapper.
The YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated when you done chose to play somebody.
But then on the other side, there's rap OGs like Boy, who spoke on the stress Jamie King has been going through, as his own mother went through a similar experience.
Okay, so
then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
However, YNW Melly's lawyers would go one more chance of trying to get Melly released. They would bring up this evidence from the original trial, where Melly was texting Maria Hamilton in real time when the crime was going down, when he was running away from the opposed drive.
That would be the part where he's saying that someone just shot the car up and was trying to shoot him. So I asked him if he was okay, where he was, and he's like, there's a car coming behind him, like hiding. He was like, there's some, yeah. He's like, yeah, there's some. I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are Sack and Juvie? And he said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're...
Proving that YNW Melly could have been getting chased by a car, as Bell's own lawyers used GPS evidence to track him sprinting down a street at that exact moment. He even then said he hid in a bush, which GPS evidence does confirm. But also in the YNW Melly trial was the prosecutors admitting there was never a firearm found.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what firearm was used.
Okay.
But sadly, this wouldn't even be nearly enough, as there would be even more new charges against Melly and Borton, as YU Borland's home was raided by the feds, where Borland drew on a piece of paper all the jurors in Melly's original trial. A report reads here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YU Borland's home, as Borland, who showed up to Melly's original trial for one day, committed a serious crime once returning back home.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Borland was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Dimmons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortland allegedly tampered with the witness.
This is extremely illegal. Jurors are meant to be hidden within a trial process for their own security. As to understand how serious it is, here's DJ Academic's reaction.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Portland, how the fuck you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Holy shit. Like, come the fuck on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.